Hello there and welcome to a new Let's Play. We are doing The Pale Beyond. I believe I just saw this on Steam one time and it looked very fascinating, so I immediately became interested. Start a new expedition. Oh, what? Hello? What are you? Oh? What am I doing? What am I clicking? I think branches 1 out to 4D EE. Select a week to prune and delete. Oh god, I don't want to delete weeks. What does that mean? Morning? I like morning. What am I clicking? Difficulty. Normal is cool. I'm cool with normal. I like normal. Okay. I don't know what I've done. Oh, the air be's cold. How cold is it? Oh wait, do I click? Oh, I click on it. Oh, the air be's cold, a flickin' white as a sailor begs their pledge. Ooh. Out in the ice they'll stake a claim and carve a course ahead. We're going into some bad places. To the souls around them shielding fear, dividing up their dread, a hunger draws the desperate here. It's one that can't be fed. What will ye do when steel hearts break and courage does abscond? Oh, I don't know. What will I do? I'll lead these souls, so help the gods, out of the pale beyond. We're going into the ice. It's no good. We're going into some bad places. Temperance. Temperance. Do we have temperance? I don't know. Crew wanted. Able-bodied crew wanted for dangerous expedition. Months of darkness. Low wages. Slim chance of safe return. Glory to be had in the event of success. Address or relief. Hello? You're alone in the office. The tea in your hand has long since gone cold. That's perfectly adequate. I like tea. Looking around the room, you can make out a collection of military books. On the desk is a ship in a bottle. A metronome ticks away steadily. I think I would find that shit insufferable after a while. It's insufferable. The constant chime begins to wear at the patience. Oh, I can stop it. Stop its infernal ticking. You attempt to stop the ticking. The needle breaks off. Oh, shit. I try to put it back. It can't be fixed. Oh, shit. It stops. I guess I keep waiting. Sorry. You hear footsteps climbing the stairs that brought you here. I take a seat. The chair is uncomfortably large. The seat feels warm. The door behind you swings open. The captain bounds past you to the other side of the desk. Do you have all of your teeth? You bare your teeth to the man. Good. Can never be too careful. We don't want one of those gummy motherfuckers in here. The captain sits down. It's the little things you can lose people to. Oh. I've not had scurvy before. If that's what you're asking. There's more things to worry about than just scurvy. How many people have died under your supervision? Who am I? What kind of question is this? More than I'd care to admit. Can you remember their faces? Oh. I'm ashamed to admit they faded. I see you've already made yourself comfortable. Broke my metronome. Broke it right off, did ya? Oh. I'm Captain Hunt. Shaw. He nods. What ship is that? On your desk. This? Detailed, isn't she? Incredibly. Did you do that yourself? It's very impressive. An old sailor superstition. I hope you weren't waiting too long. Long enough that I started fucking with stuff. It's fine. There's been a lot of candidates. Some good, some bad. Interesting mix. I'm sure you understand the need for discretion. Your advertisement did not have any details at all. It told me nothing. It said there was glory to be had, though. Months of darkness. Low wages. Slim chance of safe return. That didn't deter you, did it? I mean, I bought the game, so. Oh. Quite the opposite. It's why I'm here. A thirst for adventure, then. He winks. I'd keep that to yourself around the other sailors. They might drown you in it. I have a few questions first. He looks down at his list of questions. Were you born a landlubber or a sea dog? Am I a sea dog? Am I a man of the sea? If I knew, I'd tell you. I've been all over. The ocean, the same as yourself. I'm from the city. If I knew, I'd tell you. I've been all over. Oh, mutt wash. Mutt wash. Doesn't sound nice. Mutt wash. Plenty of those joining. Myself included. Military experience? Royal Admiralty. Sailed the merchant lines 12 years. Only evading them? Oh. Only evading them. Ha! Honesty's good. So you've skirted the law before, then. Is that a problem? I don't know. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I know vaguely what we're doing, but I'm just... it's behind me. Well, you wouldn't be the first to sink redemption on the ice. I'll leave it off your application. Have you ever fired a weapon? Oh, yes, absolutely. Have you ever killed a man, directly or otherwise? Yes. I see. You're not married, are you? I am not. Oh, of course not. You better not have a death wish. One must believe the return to justify leaving in the first place. Any less and you're doing yourself a disservice. Oh. I'll let him continue. We're here to find the ship in that bottle. The Viscount. Heard of it? Oh. This is some kind of joke, right? The captain sighs and takes a deep breath before trying again. Not this, Robin. 5 years ago, she set sail on a research expedition towards the Dead Peninsula. They were trying to find and study the absolute magnetic south. Oh my god. Did they? Did they what? I mean, did they find it? Magnetic south? I have no idea. She never came back. Her last known location was 200 miles south of land, presumed lost to the ice. Oh, it was a bit late for a rescue operation, but I don't think it's a rescue operation. It's a bit late. They're probably dead. Alive or not, their research is supposedly of extreme importance. Why is that? Any rumors that a lot of ships have been putting on. And we're supposed to be chasing that research? Exactly. You have my attention. The captain smiles. Here's what we do know. Not one person or thing has been heard from the Viscount since it first left port. Until now? Until now. Someone was found who claims to have been on that ship. What? Where are they now? Dead. But their testimony seems to have outlived them. So those with more money than sense want that old ship. That's the job. If I don't pick the first mate, somebody else will, and, well, my judge of character's gotten me this far. Oh. And who's, You're so charismatic with your winking there, Captain. And what of our crew? Quite the mix, a work in progress. Some I've known for years, they get on trust and experience. Others, well, they interview. Oh. Any impressed you? That remains to be seen. We do have transport, though. We'll be traveling on board the Temperance. Oh. I just saw the Temperance and she was not doing great. She's a beauty. Greenwood, generational. Not many like it left these days. The Viscount and the Temperance, their sister ships, built together, sent out into this world to die alone. Poetic. Indeed. I like to think one calls out for the other. The captain looks at the bottled ship. So what do you think? Sounds like you'll need all the help you can get. We will. The captain checks his watch. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. The captain stands up. We leave in a month? Welcome aboard, Shaw. Proverbially speaking. Don't you need more information? Not if I'm a captain worth a salt. I work with people, not professions. I'd sooner trust a good carpenter than a cruel sailor to save me from drowning. But alas, I'll see you on the Temperance. I have a good feeling about you, Shaw. I hope so. I mean, I do like the cut of his jib. The feeling is mutual. I broke your metronome earlier. Oh. Don't worry. This is my office. The captain makes his way to the door and you follow. I kind of like the captain. You arrive at the docks a month to the day. Before you lies a ship. The letters on its side read Temperance. Oh my god. I approach the Temperance. You walk the cobble to the boarding ramp. Beside is a sharply dressed man, overseeing the loading of cargo. How sharply dressed are you? He turns to you with a stern expression. You can feel his eyes assessing you. But wash. He's unable to place you. May I have your name? I am Robin Shaw. That is my name. Oh, of course. That would make you the captain's choice for first mate, correct? I'm Mr. Templeton. I shall be operating as the chief science officer on this expedition. I am also the incumbent representative of our benefactor. Do, however, consider myself and my team at you and the captain's disposal. What do you specialize in? What is it that you do here? Applied botany. Applied botany. Why are you here? It's reassuring. He nods. No doubt I needn't inform you of our your duties. You're second only to Captain Hunt himself. Oh, it's a lot of responsibility for a person just starting a game, but okay. Though I must warn you that you have quite the task ahead. The rabble I've spent the afternoon sorting are the same that you'll have to whip into shape. Punctuality, schedule, a strict adherence is what we need if this expedition is to succeed. I expect you to be the organized sort. You would not have been assigned the role otherwise. Well, I do have things in my UI, so that tells me that I must be somewhat organized. Oh, it's already real cold. I doubt there will be much issue. It's a lot of confidence. We can only hope. But your role is more strenuous than it would first seem. Let me know when you're ready to depart. The less valuable time we waste here, the better. Okay. Well, I see other people. The city. A young man. Who are you? A young man stands at the ramp, steeling himself for the journey ahead. Hesitantly, he begins to drag his feet up the ramp and onto the ship. Okay. What is this? You'll be gone for quite a while. It'll be some time before you see the city again. Okay. The Temperance. I assume I get on now. I guess I'm ready. Hunt's description of the ship was accurate. Near identical to the Viscount, barring some modern additions. Is it the weird, the dragon there? Set sail. I guess we're ready to set sail. We're going. I don't think I just saw this randomly on Steam at one point, and it looked very interesting to me. Survival in the Arctic. Or Antarctic, I guess. Ooh. It's so pretty. The pale beyond. I've always found the Antarctic and the Arctic rather interesting. I always find those fascinating, really cold areas. It's been a month. A hunger draws the desperate here. It's one that can't be fed. What will ye do when steel hearts break and courage does abscond? I'll lead these souls, so help the gods, out of the pale beyond. First mate Shaw, personal log. It's been 1 month since I signed on, and 1 week since we've set sail aboard the Temperance. I'm told the waters will get warmer as we pass the hemisphere, before they turn colder. The Temperance. I've never been on a ship like this before. It's an abomination. How's it an abomination? It's just a ship. I think she's beautiful. A technical marvel, elegant machinery expertly weaved through one of the fastest hardwood ships of its day. Reborn for this mission, breathing again with life. She's simply magnificent. Who's paying for this? I can't help but wonder who's footing the bill for all this. Certainly not the captain. Such exquisite modifications to the ship mustn't have come cheap. I think we'll find out when we find out. The crew, however, are a different story. Are they? Who are they? There are now 22 of us, including the captain. Our next port will be our last before we enter the ice, to pick up the remaining 4 members of the crew, the scouting team. Hunt is also keen to work out a deal on a pack of sledding dogs. They smell terrible. I've sailed with worse. And I'm sure there are those who might have considered myself in that same light. As for its master, he's mostly kept to his quarters so far. I liked him. He gave me a good feeling. I trust the captain. He seems a trustworthy sort. Experience alone justifies his position. There aren't many, y'all, who make out the other end of the naval military service with all their limbs, let alone his vigor. He's not telling the whole truth, though. I can't shake the feeling. I do find myself warming to the man. I sign off. One of Hunt's sailors approaches. Who? Captain wants you at the helm. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, mister. He leaves. What is this exactly? Is this night and day? Night. I assume that's just a single day. Captain's cabin. Join Hunt at the helm. Forecastle. I'll go right where I'm supposed to go, for now. You ascend the stairs to the stern and find the old captain manning the helm of the ship. Ah, Robin. Lovely day for it, isn't it? It is indeed, Captain. Indeed. It's days like these I make sure to do my share of the sailing. He winks. You're such a winker. Not a wanker, a winker. Why? Can't afford to go rusty in my old age. Never know when you're going to have to get your hands dirty. He thinks for a moment before stepping aside and stretching out a wrinkled hand. Here, why don't you have a try? Can I? You should take advantage of calm waters for once. I imagine you didn't see many in your past line of work. Oh my god. I get to sail the ship. I will take with the wheel. I mean, you can't, like, fuck it up that bad. It's a big ship. They are slow. You grip the wheel of the ship and feel the weight of the waves in your arms. Oh, I can move. I can look. I can see into the distance. The memory in your muscles rear themselves as you begin to move in time with the ship and the wind. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Easy. Oh, sorry. There, you have it. The captain pats you on the back. Oh my god, I love when he does that. It makes me feel so good about myself. Fantastic. Now try to get a sense of where we are. Get some perspective. I zoom. Peaceful, isn't it? Oh, we are in the middle of the ocean. I can't see shit. Peaceful, isn't it? Panning and zooming speeds can be adjusted in the settings menu. Are you saying I'm gonna be driving this thing a lot? Why would I be doing that? He takes the wheel back from you. I think I'll drink the morning in a little longer. Would you mind preparing my quarters for the day's work? There's much to do. What all... What all does a first mate do? crow's nest. I want to look at it. The crow's nest currently stands unoccupied. The scouting team are expected to join at the next port. But what all does a first mate do? Am I the vice president? Is that all I do? Take requests. What does that mean? The desk. A painting. I look at the painting. A classical painting depicting sailors doing battle with a kraken. Well, there better not fucking be no... What is that, Mudwash? A note to old folk... Oh, is that just like knowledge that has come from my background? Okay. Why are you showing a kraken game? Why is that the first fucking thing you show me? An ode to an old folk story known to all but Captain Seamus. Or was it a Hamish? I don't know. A tub? Oh my god, he has his own tub. A pristine furnished tub secured to the floor. A luxury to be had on the ice. I was just thinking of how goddamn cold it'd be. Can I have a fire beneath there? At the desk. On the desk you make out a variety of papers, notes, and maps, as well as a sealed letter with a stamp you don't recognize. The desk itself is suspended with ropes to keep it safely in place. Okay. Take requests. Oh, it's night now. You take a seat at the end of the room. The captain joins you. Hello. Now let's run through our provisions before taking requests. To start, there's 23 souls signed on to this expedition, ourselves included. Why do we have a counter? Why would you have that? That's 16 free to be assigned to tasks if they aren't already busy. The rest are deployed to their permanent stations. I believe this is generally kind of like a management game. I believe what you're doing is kind of managing this crew throughout this expedition, I think. You're only able to deploy crew when you have discovered they must be in good health and not otherwise deployed to another post. They must be in good health. We'll be picking up the scouting crew at next port. A lot of us also seeming to be in good spirits. Okay. The expedition will end tearing itself apart if you end the week with no decorum left. Oh. We want decorum. We've enough provisions for at least 6 months in case of emergency. If you cannot afford the minimum food rations at the end of a week, the crew will become malnourished. Oh, well, we don't want that. Unless cured, the malnourished status will develop into scurvy, a severe status effect that prevents crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week. Great. And more than enough fuel to see us there and back again. Colder temperatures will increase the minimum fuel required at the end of a week. If you cannot afford that minimum fuel, crew will become freezing. Ooh, we don't want that. Unless cured, the freezing status will develop into frostbite, a severe status effect that prevents crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week. Okay. The sledding dogs, well, they're still a matter of negotiation. Dogs will be needed to send sledding teams out to gather resources on the ice. Sending hunts out further requires a greater amount of dogs. They'll rest and become available between the weeks. Now on to work. Oh, hello. Cordell? Oh my gosh, yes, Puppy! Puppy! Have you agreed upon my conditions? To the point, eh? Shaw, this is Lady Cordell. Oh my god, look at him. Look at that good fellow. Cordell here is to provide us with a kennel of hounds for the sleds. And our agreement was that you would train them up until we part ways at the nearest island, but you neglected to inform me that you were bringing my dogs through the Pale Passage. I had no intention of sending the pack to its death. You seem to have good faith in this expedition. It's one thing to ask for my whole kennel, it's another to drag them into the ice to chase a myth. Never before has a buyer been so dishonest. And never before has a seller made such strong demands. And what exactly are these demands? She demands we allow her to come along on the expedition, as a member of the crew. None of the ship has the experience and familiarity with these dogs that I possess. If you're taking them to such a brutal location, they will need me to guide them if they have any chance of survival. The humans on board too, of course. Of course. You can see my dilemma, Shaw. Bringing on another member of the crew is a risk, but our hands may be tied. Your thoughts? I don't see the harm in having an expert on the sled dogs. We should cancel the deal. We can find another buyer. You're so adamant. We accept your offer. I mean, it seems like a good thing to have an expert if we're gonna be using them. And look at him, look at him! He looks into my eyes and he is beautiful. I don't see the harm. A good point, Shaw. He turns to her. The deal is already to your benefit. Do you have anyone on board with extensive training in the management and ruling of dogs? Your sleds are useless if you can't control the dogs efficiently enough to haul them. And I would like to ensure my dogs are treated properly. Don't expect the crew to waste time taking care of your mutts then. I appear as experienced as you claim, Cordell. Yeah? Trust me, I am. I'll have a room prepared for you below deck. Oh, we have another crew member. No need. You'll find me in the forecastle with the dogs. She leaves. I hope I'm not making mistakes, Shaw. Plus 14 available puppers. Oh my god. Hello, Corvid. A sailor enters. We found a stowaway in the lower hold. What? Bring them in. What do you fucking mean, a stowaway? Another sailor enters, leading a young man by their side. You know, you're not the first stowaway I've had. The captain studies them further. You know where we're heading, don't you? I do, sir. The ice. Did you know that before you climbed inside that crate? I did, sir. Ha! How old are you? You're hardly a useful pair of hands. Not true. I can pull my weight, sir. It's not that much. Do you know your jaboom from your bowsprit? Doth thou know your jaboon from your bowsprit? I do. I learned it all from my da. Your da? He's Ward's son. Followed him on board back in the city. What should we do with him, Captain? Well, Shaw? Hunt eyes you up. Stop eyeing me up. Your first mate. What should we do with him? I mean, why are you here? I would want to question him further. What reason he has in being here? I don't like. Well, we can't be having people just coming on this ship for whatever reason they want. We gotta lay down the rules, you know. But I mean, why is he here? I want to know. I mean, he's young. He probably shouldn't be here, right? He shouldn't stay on board. It is your decision to make, but he is also he is asking me clearly because he wants to know what I would say. I would say no. Just he seems young. I feel like this is dangerous and he shouldn't come. Aye? Ditch him when we make next port. We don't need more mouths to feed. Drop them off at our next port. Leave them with enough money to catch a boat back to the city. We could throw him overboard. I don't think that that's gonna go over well with anybody. I don't know about giving him money though. That seems. I didn't bring you on board. It's not my fault. Just tell him to get off. We don't need more mouths to feed. Aye, it's settled then. We'll drop the boy off at our next stop. Please, sir, I can help about the ship. It's too dangerous for someone your age on here. You're lucky we don't just tip you into the ocean. Have I made a terrible mistake? Have I made a wretched mistake and he's the key to everything? I don't know. The two sailors dragged the stowaway boy back below deck, taking him to see his father in the crew cabins. And what of the father? Should we drop him off with the boy? No, he signed a fucking contract. He's fucking coming with us. Indeed he did. Though I'd wager word has already traveled to the man. If he says anything to you, tell him it was my idea. Well, that matter sorted. I think that I was very reasonable. I think I am a reasonable man. I let Dog Expert come because, you know, it makes sense. And I told Boy, get fucked. My requests are finished. Now that that's all settled, I have one more errand for you to run. Captain didn't seem angry with me or anything, so I think it's good. Could you grab the Stoke brothers and order them to meet me up deck after dinner? Hefty lads, red hair, you couldn't mistake them for another. The Stoke brothers? Who were they? You haven't met all the crew yet? The Stokes have been serving me for years. They'll be down on the middle deck. In the meantime, you should grab a copy of the crew manifest and get acquainted more with more of the crew. I should do that. Why didn't I do that before? I don't know. It wasn't my decision. Join the figure balancing on the mast. Are you lady? Who are you? Upon closer inspection, you make out the ship's photographer, Kasha Belford, balanced on the ship's mast with her camera, lining up a photo. And we'll wait for her to finish. She doesn't need to fucking crack her neck falling from me yelling up at her. Snapping a shot, she clambers down, only noticing you on her landing. Oh, Officer Shaw. It's about time I met the first officer of the ship. Kasha Belford. Nice to meet you. I suppose there was some sort of rule against what I was doing up there? I mean, deepest apologies, but sometimes there's a shot you just cannot pass up. I mean, I didn't really care. I was just saying hello. An accomplished photographer, Kasha Belfort won the Fentler Prize, the highest honor in journalism, for her work covering plague outbreaks and riots in the capital. It came as a surprise to many that such a reputable journalist would take such an interest in this expedition. There was scarcely any chance of Hunt or the benefactor turning her away. You expected someone of her accolades to be older, more experienced. This is likely her first time on the sea like this. Controversy will surely outweigh her youth. Proof is all we have. I mean, it seems like a good thing to have a photographer with you. If you're going on an expedition, you want to bring back good proof. Unless, yeah, specifically, if you're trying to find a ship that I assume is stuck in the ice somewhere. More proof is all we have. The cold gain. Picture that as a header. What? I'll let her continue. For the piece on this voyage, trying to come up with a snappy name. Nobody will read it if the title sounds like the work of an amateur. I mean, it seems fine, I guess. I don't really like it that much, but I mean, it's fine. Kasha places a finger to her chin, squinting her eye in thought. It's not perfect, but it's a work in progress. Plenty of time. We haven't even hit the ice yet. It's all just so exciting already. Well, I suppose you've had your fill of thrills up until now. At least this thrill is within the law. How do you know that? You know who I am? Of course. I thoroughly researched the crew of the Temperance. It may seem somewhat excessive, but I feel it's necessary for a proper chronicling. That and plenty of pictures. Don't worry, Shaw. You don't have a reputation that sets you apart from the rest. A celebrity like Kurt Darling's presence will dwarf any rumors that could form around you. That reminds me, he'll be joining us at next port. I should get his picture at some point. Kasha holds up her camera with a sense of pride before holding it up to her face. Stand still, Shaw. Cheese. What do I look like? How long do they take to develop? Only a day or two. I've made a makeshift darkroom in the hold. Speaking of photographs, she hands you an annotated document. Here it is, the crew manifest. Thank you. I need that. Oh my gosh, we have so many lovely friends to discover. Oh, that's nice. It shows me which of the 24 it is. Oh, I gotta get to know a lot of people, don't I? Sailor, ice savvy. I have a feeling that not everybody is going to be ice savvy. Scouts, engineers, scientists, specialists. Oh, we got a decent amount of specialists. Oh, I am censored. I am censored, and my name is not clear entirely what sex I am, so that I can be anything that they need me to be. Key items: camera, accordion. Grimley's accordion, a weathered instrument tuned with care. Oh, okay. Oh, nope. It's a work in progress. The scout team. If you could ask the others to get their portraits taken, I'd be very grateful. Don't want to leave anyone out. I'll see what I can do. I'll not disturb you of your work any further, officer. I have a few more shots I want to get before the sun lowers anyhow. Safe shots, officer, don't worry. You leave her to her work. You're fine. Forecastle, descent below deck. 2 Johns, who are you? You spot a large man with a youthful gait carrying a heavy crate over his shoulder with relative ease. Oh, you're Officer Shaw. He gives a bright, warming smile. 2 Johns. Two Johns? Why do they call you that? That's what they call me. I'm sure you'll get your nickname later. 2 Johns attempts to offer a handshake but loses control of the crate. He struggles before firmly holding it in place with both hands. Maybe later. Work awaits. You seem like a good lad. 2 John. Oh, John. I see. Forecastle. The door appears to be locked. You can hear the kennel master preparing the room inside. Okay, I will go below deck. Descend to the mid deck. Oh, I see. I can also do that here. I can look at everything. Descend to the mid deck. So what all do we have here? Looks like we got a couple of rooms on each side, I assume. About 5 or so. 10. Got a forecastle up there. Oh, I need to learn my ship parts. I never do that. Approach the cook. You'll find yourself almost knocking over a man carrying a heavy pot. Careful, careful. You almost got drenched in broth. Sorry. Apologies. I'm in a rush on request for Hunt. From Hunt? Is there an issue with the ship? No, he wanted me to find you, I assume. There's 2 people I can talk to here. No, he just wanted me to find you. Not surprised. Those 2 are the only ones who know what's going on aboard this bloody ship. You hear a roar from the other side of the door. Oi! What's holding you up? The cook shakes his head with a smile and chuckles slightly to himself. He grabs the large pot, preparing to make his way to the hungry crew before turning his head to you. If you don't mind, could you carry that tray of biscuits behind me? Sorry, but I'm in a rush. Do I look like a cook? It's okay. I can help out. I grab the plate and follow the cook out the door to the table where the crew are waiting with bated breath. Upon the cook's arrival, the sailors let out a rowdy cheer, the ship's cook placing the broth upon the table. You get broth and biscuits. Trust me, fellas, this one is worth the wait. The cook speaks with a tone of pride as he ladles the broth into the bowls of the crew. Oi, one at a time, you animals. Lord, you're awfully handsy for only one arm. Ah, piss off, Junior. Got some bread here too. Grab it fast before Tucker beats you to it. The crew laugh and are merry as Junior guides you back to the kitchen. You seem popular. Well, you know what they say about the hand that feeds. Besides, half the crew I've known for years. You don't spend that much time on a ship with folk without learning all about them. Well, we weren't properly introduced. Robin Shaw, right? I've been keeping track of all the new crew. Yoren Stokes, but nobody calls me that. Yoren Stokes. You'll hear them all call me Junior. You should do the same. No idea why Hunt picks someone he's never worked with as first mate. But you seem the helpful sort. It is very interesting. If he's mostly going for people who he already knows, I wonder why he would pick me for the big job. You seem the helpful sort. Glad to have you aboard. You've been traveling with Hunt for long. My brother and I are among Hunt's most tenured crew. It's not often he'll hire outsiders, but I suppose this job is too big for just the usual suspects. Well, Hunt wished me to see you as soon as possible. Junior, don't expect me to be a pair of hands whenever you need. I'm often busy. Okay, I mean, yes, but you don't have to be an ass about it. Why Junior? Simple nickname. My older brother is in the crew. Hence Junior. Not very interesting, I know, but it is what it is. Is your brother around, Grimly? Aye, of course. I take that to mean Hunt is on the look for us. Don't you worry about it. I'll grab Grimly. Well, I wanted to talk to him. It was one of them. I saw it earlier. It was one of you. It's one of them. He's got... Is it you? It must be you. It surely must be you. I call the crew for dinner. Is it time for dinner, everybody? The crew have their meal. It passes in relative silence. Oh, time keeps on going by. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Twilight falls. It's beautiful. I love the twilight. Who are you? Oh, you folk. Sorry about that. Over dinner, you overhear the stowaway speaking with a one-armed man. It was the one-armed man. You'll be dropped off at next port then. You can talk the captain into letting me stay, right? Can't talk Hunt into anything when his mind's made up. Besides, he's right. But I can help. You're lucky he didn't throw you overboard. When we make land, I'm making sure you can catch a trip back home. I'll be back after this. Not soon enough. Doug Ward. Doug Ward. That's okay. John. What a large man you are. Doug Ward, Runsta. Killian Sanders, Smurf. Emilia Sparrow Corvid. So we all have fun little nicknames, I see. Joseph Green. Corvid. I see. I go back up. Is there anybody else? Who are you? You spot one of Templeton's science team pacing around the mid-deck, searching through some luggage that has been pulled from a cabin. Let me look in the light. Where was it now? He notices you. Ah, Officer Shaw, correct? Dwight Glossley. Apologies, I seem to have misplaced something while settling in the cabin. A bottle of wine, actually. Perhaps one of the sailors took it? Goodness, I would hope not. My wife and I bought a bottle to celebrate with. To be saved for the journey back, of course. Well, if you find it, please let me know. You better find that shit soon, man. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Send the mid-deck. Enter your cabin. What do I have in my cabin? Oh, it's beautiful. That's a decent cabin. Suits, masteries, mostly captain seems. Okay, that's just what I've written so far. Will I be writing the tale of this whole enterprise? Up deck. Boop. Templeton. The ocean. The ocean. You spot Templeton looking out into the sunset. As you approach, he turns to you and nods. Ah, Officer Shaw. It'll be some time before we see a sunset such as this again. The light distribution towards the southern pole is quite the change. It'll be quite some time before we return home. Indeed. Templeton keeps his focus on the reflection of the setting sun over the stirring waters of the ocean. There is great expectation upon us, officer. From who? Who is this benefactor of ours? That is not for you to know. Not yet. What do you mean, not yet? When it is dramatically appropriate, I will tell you. Templeton looks down, catching his reflection in the ocean surface. He looks back up at the sunset. Quite the sight. But I wouldn't linger upon it too long. We should retire for the evening. It's important the first officer be well rested. Hold E to advance to the next week. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No! No! There was the ocean! The ocean I could have looked at. God damn it. Fine. Since you fucking make me. Is it? Oh. Food rations per crew this week. Normal, two ration per people. Fuel ration. Oh God. Oh, I can. Oh, we go through. Oh, I see. I can control it. I can give them nothing the whole week, and they say I want to die. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be important then. Well, okay. We don't need to ration crazy right now, because we still have another port we're going to first before we actually get into the track. So I think I'm just gonna keep it normal. We're cool. We're cool. Everything is cool. We are not about to die. Runt leaves the expedition at Orca Island. The ship makes... well, we're just going. Cordell's sledding dogs are picked up. The scouting crew and Kurt Darling are picked up. The days are getting brighter as you move further south. Okay. Okay, so shit happens quick, I see. I understand. I start the next week. Oh, week 2. 2 weeks on the Temperance. Okay, saved game to tree. What the fuck does saved game to tree mean? They started talking about deleting trees. I didn't understand. There's a rap on your coming. Who goes there? The door swings open to reveal Kurt Darling, all but filling its frame, grinning ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw! The ship's navigator is a difficult man to miss. Stature and reputation precede him. Adorned with a slew of apparatus, this seemingly one-man expedition would be known to anyone following the heyday of exploration, and the merchandising that followed. Oh. It's, you know, celebrities, I am the first mate. I must do my duty. I have no time for celebrities. He'll need to pull his admittedly impressive weight, the same as the next man. Hiding away from the rest of us, are you? Are you always this early to rise? These days I tend to enjoy a good lie-in, but not during an expedition. I see you have energy. You know what they say of early birds and worms. Apologies for not stopping by sooner, Shaw. Took a while to set up my team, and a great deal of the crew were quite eager to meet me. Okay. Oh, that's right. You're something of a celebrity, aren't you? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I take that to mean you haven't heard of me before? Well, that is a pleasant surprise. There aren't many who haven't seen my films, particularly in this line of work. More than one fellow on this crew said my work inspired them to explore the world. Quite the honor, is it not? I'm certain that you receive that praise often. He doesn't seem the film-going type. Did it point to any of this grandstanding? They don't seem the type to be going to films. Well, yes, most were born on the sea to begin with. But it's good to know even those old films can inspire. I suppose I did get distracted, didn't I, anyway? I was hoping you'd join me up deck. Sure. Why? We finally entered the pack. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. Oh my god, oh my god. Moving through the ice for a while. No, I want to see it. I'm right behind you. Kurt turns to walk away before turning back. Oh, and enjoy your morning. It's a good day, Shaw. Har! Kurt, darling. Kurt, darling. Kurt, darling. He's not a sailor. Scientist. What fun little pictures they have of everybody. I love how full of personality they are and how like different each of them look. Kurt, darling. He's so happy. Look at how happy he is. I bet he won't stay happy forever. He leaves. Leave. Okay. We got some stuff to explore, but I think I'm gonna leave it here for the day. I am quite excited to see what we see. The ice is coming up soon. And with it, a wretched, horrible life awaits us, I'm sure. Where we will be forced to be making many decisions that will surely not fill me with stress. So anyway, I will leave it here. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you have, then come back and see me next time. Goodbye.